Hello YouTubers, how's it going? Here's another screen repair video, and today I'm going to be working on this Samsung J7 Prime. Let's get started. And like always, for good practice, the first thing you want to do is to switch off your cell phone. And if the phone comes with any kind of case, don't forget to remove it too. A lot of users today like to put a screen guard on their display for added protection, but that also increases the thermal insulation, especially when you're trying to transfer the heat from the nozzle of the hot air gun to melt the adhesive underneath. So it might be a good idea if we remove this plastic screen guard first before we apply the heat. Okay, now let's turn up the heat. And when you are trying to pry it up, don't go underneath the gasket here. Goes between the screen and the gasket. Right here, that's where your blade should go, between the screen and the gasket, not between the gasket and the metallic chassis. I'm going to be using a thinner blade here so that I don't have to apply too much force. If I have to apply too much force, I might run a risk of damaging the gasket. So here we go. And I'm just going to slide this up along the edge. Okay, let's apply more heat. Don't go in too deep, okay? Because you might risk cutting any kind of flex cable. You never know if there's going to be any flex cable. now let's remove this plastic cover. Now we can disconnect the LCD connector and remove it from the main housing. Okay, now let the phone cool down a bit before we test the new screen. Okay, now I think the phone is ready. Let's test our new screen. There we go. The digitizer is working. Let's move an icon around. This pixel. And the touchscreen seems to be working in every spot. Okay, looks like the new screen is doing alright. Now let us put everything together. Okay, so I'm going to just switch it off. Okay, now the phone is off. Let's take it away from the phone. And here comes everybody's favorite part, cleaning up the debris and the leftover adhesives. during the LCD removal process, I accidentally pulled the exit button from the main chassis. So let's apply some adhesive to make it stick to the chassis again. Okay, let's wait for a while for the adhesive to dry before we apply some more glue along the edge of the chassis. Alright, now let's clean it up one more time with a piece of cloth before we apply the glue along the edge. Okay, now I think it's ready. Let's apply the waterproof glue along the edge. Sorry, the recording was interrupted when I was installing the new screen. So what I did basically was that I reattached the LCD connector to the logic board and put the plastic cap back on, and then I lined up the screen with the home button, and then I pressed the screen along the edge. Okay, now I'm going to test the screen, and in fact I'm going to test everything. Okay, so just turn it on. The battery's running low, but no problem. Let's move an icon around again. Okay. And let's test the rear camera. Okay, the rear camera is working. Let's try the front camera. Okay, the front camera, okay. Let's connect this to the internet. I think everybody should know my Wi-Fi password by now. Okay, let's go to your YouTube. Alright, and I think the speaker is working fine.
Today I'm going to show you how to perform iPhone 7.
Okay, that's it. That's the end of Samsung J7 Prime screen repair. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy.